Noppera-bō. The Noppera-bō is a Japanese yokai, better known as the faceless ghost, or sometimes the faceless monk. At first, it looks like an ordinary person. It could be someone walking alone on the street, a stranger you pass at night, or even someone you think you know. But then it wipes its face clean, leaving nothing behind. No eyes, no nose, no mouth, just a smooth, blank surface. The effect is sudden and shocking, like staring at a mask that doesn't belong to anyone. Its goal isn't to kill, but to scare. These shapeshifters often impersonate familiar people, waiting on quiet roads, lonely paths, or near rivers at night. You might think you're speaking to a friend, a neighbor, or even a stranger asking for directions. Then, in the blink of an eye, the face disappears. The shock alone is enough to leave you frozen, heart racing, sometimes stumbling backward in panic. Stories say people have screamed, dropped their belongings, or even fainted just from a single encounter. While they're generally harmless and don't cause physical harm, the Noppera-bō thrive on fear and confusion. Once you've seen one, you start noticing faces in crowds differently. Even familiar people walking past you might make you hesitate. They linger in your mind long after the encounter's over, haunting your imagination. Survival chance 100%. They won't touch you, but the memory of their blank face will live rent-free in your nightmares, making you wonder if the person next to you is really who they seem to be. Hachishakusama. Meet Hachishakusama. Literally 8 foot tall, because when your nightmare hits, she has to be able to dunk on you mid-abduction. She's a towering woman in a white dress, face hidden under a wide-brimmed hat, arms too long, presence all wrong. Sometimes you catch glowing red eyes, sometimes just a shadow where your sanity used to be. And her signature sound? Po, po, po. Like the ghost version of your ex texting at 3 a.m. just to remind you they exist. The legend started in rural Japan. Kids went missing, families fled, priests tried rituals. Nothing worked. Once Hachishakusama picks you, she doesn't rush. She creeps, outside your window, down the hallway, in the mirror, close enough that panic fuels her power, far enough that you can't escape. Some say she mimics voices you trust, luring you closer. Others say she erases all traces of her victims. Either way, once you hear that sound, you're not running from her. You're running out of time. Survival chance 0%. You don't outrun inevitability. You just hope your Netflix subscription distracts her for a while. Onryō. Onryō are Japan's most feared spirits, and for good reason. They're the vengeful dead, usually women who suffered betrayal, abuse, or violent deaths. Instead of finding peace, they return with one purpose: revenge. Unlike regular ghosts, Onryō don't just haunt you, they can actually harm you. They're blamed for accidents, disasters, and even plagues. Their rage is said to bend reality itself, spreading death and misfortune wherever they linger. Many famous Japanese ghost stories, like Oiwa from Yotsuya Kaiden or Sadako from The Ring, come from the Onryō tradition. Survival chance 0%. You can't fight what's already dead and angrier than hell. Rokurokubi. Rokurokubi are basically humans with a neck upgrade you definitely don't want. By day, they're perfectly normal people. Your coworker, neighbor, classmate, totally chill. By night, their necks stretch like Play-Doh on steroids, turning them into full-on horror periscopes ready to spy, scare, or attack. Legends say some Rokurokubi are mischievous, sneaking into homes to freak people out. Others are straight-up dangerous, biting unsuspecting victims or scaring them to death. Imagine chilling in bed, scrolling TikTok, and suddenly your neighbor's head peeks around your ceiling fan from 15 feet up. Yeah. Instant existential panic. Origins, Edo period Japan. Some say it's a curse. Some say it's punishment for sins. Either way, if someone in your life looks a little too normal, maybe keep your distance at night, because that neck, it does not obey gravity. Survival chance, 20%. Slightly higher if you sleep under a blanket that doubles as a neck stretcher shield. Otherwise, good luck explaining to police why a 30-foot neck attacked you. Kuchisake-onna. Kuchisake-onna, the slit-mouthed woman, haunts streets at night. She wears a mask and asks anyone she meets, "Am I pretty?" Say yes. She removes her mask, revealing her mouth slit from ear to ear, and asks again, "Am I pretty?" Say no. She attacks. Say yes again, and she gives you the same mark she has. There's really no safe answer. Legends say she was mutilated by jealousy or cursed. Either way, she wanders alleys, quiet streets, and parks, looking for people to answer her question. Some survivors say giving candy or a vague answer might save you, but panic usually makes that impossible. She doesn't rush. She appears slowly, silently, and just watches you. Honestly, you're not winning this fight. At best, you make it home with your face intact. At worst, let's just say your reflection in the mirror will never look the same again. Survival chance 10%. Slightly higher if you have candy or a mirror. Otherwise, your face might not survive the night. Teke Teke. Teke Teke is basically proof that ghosts don't need legs to chase you down, which honestly feels like a personal attack on cardio. The story goes, she was a schoolgirl who either fell or got pushed onto train tracks, got cut clean in half, and now roams around as a torso. No legs, just pure rage and elbow grease. And the name Teke Teke? Yeah, that's the sound she makes dragging herself across the ground at supersonic speed. People say if you hear scraping behind you, don't look back. Spoiler, you're gonna look back, and by then, she's already Olympic sprinting on her hands, rusty scythe in tow, ready to slice you in half too. She doesn't do riddles, she doesn't do warnings. It's instant game over. Some legends claim you can survive if you answer her questions right, like explaining what her name means. But let's be real. In the middle of panic, are you really gonna remember, oh yeah, Teke Teke is onomatopoeia? No. You're saying, Subway Surfers, and then you're in two pieces. Survival chance 2%. And only if you've already got a spare torso in the trunk. Hanako-san. Hanako-san is proof that bathrooms are already terrifying without ghosts. Like, you're vulnerable, pants down, fluorescent lights flickering, and now, a dead girl wants to make it worse. The legend goes, if you knock 3 times on the third stall of a third-floor school bathroom and ask, Hanako-san, are you there? You'll hear a soft, yes, I am. Congratulations, you just unlocked DLC you did not pay for. She usually appears as a pale girl with a bob haircut and a red skirt. Basically Sailor Moon if she got stuck haunting middle schools forever. Sometimes she just stares at you. Sometimes she drags you into the toilet and straight to the underworld. Because nothing says final destination like getting flushed by a ghost. The origin stories? All tragic. Some say she was playing hide and seek during World War II air raids and didn't make it. Others say she was murdered. Others blame bullying. Either way, she picked school bathrooms as her forever home, which feels like rock bottom even for ghosts. Survival chance 3%, and that's only if your pants are already up, because no one's fighting demons with ankles shackled by skinny jeans. Manto, aka Manto, the Red Cloak spirit, haunts public bathrooms, because apparently normal murderers weren't scary enough. Imagine sitting in a cold, cracked stall when suddenly a tall figure in a flowing red cloak appears at your door. No face, no mercy. Just one question. Do you want red paper or blue paper? Sounds dumb until you realize there's no correct answer. Say red, and he'll leave you in a pool of blood. Say blue, and he strangles you slowly. Try to pick another color. Doesn't matter. You disappear anyway. The legend dates back to the 1930s. Some say it came from fear of faceless authority. Others just blame bathroom-based existential dread. Either way, Manto is patient. He waits until you're isolated, half-dressed, and helpless. Then he offers the illusion of choice before ending you. You can't outsmart him. You can't negotiate. You just hope the door isn't stuck. Survival chance, 0%. Slightly higher if you say subscribed first, maybe. All right, kids, story time's over. Comment what you think, and I might cover your favorite legend next.